Hello friends, this is Cold Run. Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker. We're here in the top of the Tower of Babel in the Nether Gate, which is a pretty awesome zone area name. And last time we completed this dungeon, killed Anima, and Zenos and Fandaniel scampered off to the moon, which is presumably up there, even though I can't see it with my little Lalafell neck crane. Let's go follow Grahatia. A trip to the moon. I'm super excited for this. I'm just very excited for this. It's something I don't know. I'm just a little bit giddy at this. I wonder if here's a prediction. I think they're going to do the that great Final Fantasy IV moon music at some point in the overworld. That ba-na-na-na. Or no, that was like the I'm just gonna click accept. Oh god, okay. Grahati is pondering the technological marvel you've just beheld. My apologies, I was lost in thought. This device is of Allegan design, which leads me to think I was right about Fandaniel. No matter what he claims, he still has an attachment to the trappings of the past. Yeah, good old Amen. Whether knowing this will make your path forward clear, I cannot say, but bear it in mind. But let us turn to the task at hand. As Hydaelyn said, the flow of ether will transport you to Mare Lamentorum. We must hope this ally of hers can provide you with the necessary assistance to restore the seal before Zenos and Fandaniel arrive to stop you. It seems we are ever one step behind, but I have faith that you'll make up the difference. Know that whatever awaits, our prayers are with you. Now go. Beyond the sky. We're going to the fucking moon! Yes! Travel to Mare Lamentorum.
Long, long before Dalamud was forged to imprison an Elder Primal, the eldest of them all, savior of the star, was sealed within a moon of his own.
I never even made that connection. Well,
sacrifice to grant him life, still slumber and dream of the day he and we will be made whole. Here he waits, in this cold, barren place, his cradle and his grave. Silent lamentations and prayers of hope echo soundlessly to a sundered star, adrift and alone.
That's why it's Mare Lamentorum. Look at this. Look at this shit. Are you kidding me? Is this an ancient? I mean, it's clearly an ancient, but I mean, is Hydaelyn's contact an ancient? How? I'm like stunned right now. I knew we were going to the moon. This part wasn't a surprise, but just... I don't know. Something about it is just like literally awe-inspiring, literally breathtaking. Are there puddings on the moon? There are. Sweeper. What kind of enemy is a sweeper? Oh, it's like a... It's one of the... It's like a... Not a pudding, it's one of those... Like an Ochu sort of thing. Okay. Okay, what's the weather up here? Is it just gonna say the moon? Umbral wind. It's a whole host of these things. Oh my goodness. It's a whole zone. The Watcher's Palace. Sinus Lacrimarum. I actually don't know what Sinus is. Passage Lacrimarum is... Lacrima is tears, so maybe Passage of Tears. This music. I'm sorry I'm not saying anything. I'm just... This is very... It's not spooky. It's eerie without being spooky at all. It's hard to describe. Ancient spirit. Okay, so this is just a spirit. I return. I must return. Why? Vision's grief takes shape, takes form and lashes out. Huh. And I'm trying to get used to going at to getting my new breakpoints in Endwalker up in mind, as Azul Magia pointed out in the comments, that 60 is the breakpoint for the melee combo, for the AoE combo, and 50 is it for the single target combo. Ancient Spirit. Home. I need... You mustn't touch. In cerulean halls, find me. Well, those halls are certainly cerulean. So maybe that was just a projection? No, I don't think so. It said Ancient Spirit, not like Ancient Vision or something. I don't know. Alright, let's set a new home point. This is... I'm with a chocobo outside of a palace on the moon. I'm a very happy camper right now. I'm quite in a good mood. Not elated, just again, like there's a sense of like awe in the ancient religious sense of the word. Like you're in the presence of something bigger and older than you can really comprehend. So this is, yeah, all very, very ancient. Not elegant, very like ASEAN. Is that a clock? Yeah, I got like a little grandfather clock sort of thing. No steps echo through this looming spire save your own, but you nevertheless sense a presence above. Is it Fusoya? We got a white witch and a black witch. White mage and black mage. Just players. Yeah, this is like the... What was the place where we learned about in 5.3 with the convocation in Vana, and that was Academia Nider or Anamnesis Nider. I get those two mixed up, but this is like one of like that place with those sorts of really solid crystals. Oh. Oh my god. Is this Zodiark's prison? Like the actual prison? I mean, the spike sort of things remind me of the things that held Bahamut in place, and that held Dalamud in place, that broke apart all over the Watcher. So white-robed ASEAN, which we haven't seen before, have we? They've all been those gray-black robes. Apologies, I've been preoccupied for quite some time, and I'm out of practice at conversation. Ever since this moon was created by Hydaelyn, I have served as an integral part. I am the Watcher. I am responsible for the prisoner and the devices that hold him fast. Is it actually Vana? Because wasn't Vana the leader of Team Hydaelyn? But no, he probably sacrificed himself. That's not actually Zodiark. Is that a projection of Zodiark, or is that Zodiark? Oh, a projection of the moon's core. Zodiark himself, a projection of the moon's core. And again, this is... I wonder, actually, how much... I was going to say how much was Zodiark... Because Zodiark first appeared in Final Fantasy XII, was it? How much was Zodiark just a version of Zemus and Zeromus? They're both Z's, they're both kind of late-game bosses. No, I think they're probably different. Never mind. Because Zemus was the 4 boss at the core of the moon. Though rent asunder by Hydaelyn, he grows more powerful with every rejoining. 7 there have been, 7 too many. And yet, for all his servants' machinations, he remains incomplete. The fallen are beyond salvation. It's weird. We've never heard Zodiark, have we? We've seen what his servants, what the Ascians want, and heard them talk. For all we know, Zodiark could be like, just wants to stay asleep, but that seems unlikely. No attempt would be made to free Zodiark, not until he is whole once more. But there's not going to be 7 more rejoining, or there's not going to be 5 more rejoinings. Not in Endwalker, anyway. Someone has taken action. The shackles that hold him nearly shattered. So they're trying to wake him up, even if he's not at full strength. He's still probably powerful enough. Because their goal isn't to undo... Fandaniel's goal isn't to undo the past. Six locks to his jail, great and grand. Gargantuan swords driven deep, brands to bind Zodiark forevermore. 5 were destroyed by his would-be liberator. 1 of these I have restored. So only 1 is restored. I strive to mend the remaining 4, but my efforts are being impeded. Souls that's who they are. Those were souls sacrificed to summon Zodiark. They're manifestation consequence of the waning seal. So these are only newly appeared. Interesting then, the souls aren't just gone. They're... Well, of course they're not gone. They labor in opposition to my work. They must be expelled for the preservation of all. If keeping Zodiark imprisoned is the right thing to do, I will aid you. I will only resort to expelling them if all else fails. I don't know what expelling them... I mean... Expelling a spirit almost seems like putting it to rest at this point. I don't really have a problem with expelling a spirit if it destroys them. If keeping Zodiark imprisoned is the right thing to do, I will aid you. What is right and good? The Watcher. What is right and good? Ask 1,000 souls and receive 1,000 answers. I offer none. This is a wise Watcher. I am the Watcher and the Jailer. I am not the Judge. Know this. Hydaelyn commands the forces of stasis, getting Destiny 2 here, and this moon is the product of such power. I guess we saw from the... I forgot about that, about the whole ethereal inclinations. I don't remember the word for it. How, like, in the Eden 8 fight, we saw that Hydaelyn and ice were, like, so tied together. Like, light and ice are both, yeah, things of stasis. This moon is the product of such power. So long as Zodiark remains imprisoned in this place, no more sacrifices will be made in his name, nor will those souls rendered up in his name fade into oblivion. We want them to fade into oblivion, don't we? Go, meet with these wandering spirits. Do what you think is right. I'm also biased because I personally hope there's no afterlife. I personally would not want my soul to go on. I want whatever is the end of life, that to be the end. At least from where I'm sitting right now. Not knowing what the afterlife could be like. Watcher, sea of sorrow. The Watcher would have you deal with the specters haunting the moon. The moon. How many moons haunted memes came out of this expansion? The Watcher, you must confront those lost souls, yes, but you need not expel them by might of arms. A feather touch, a firm word, simple methods may send them away, faint echoes as they are. Or the strength of sentiment that drives them, however. Right, so they're saying that the strength of sentiment that drives them is not faint. Emotions that do not fade even with the passage of centuries. Emotions that do not fade even with the passing of eons. And make haste, though yet distant, unwelcome guests draw close. Okay. Can I jump down? Oh shit, I can. I wasn't expecting that for some reason. Whee! You know what? Hey, did I get a new ability? Magic Barrier. Reduces magic damage taken by self and nearby party members by 10%, while increasing HP recovered by healing actions by 5. That's awesome! We got a nice little defensive cooldown. I will take it. Okay. Faded spirit. Where? When? How long? Yeah, it's just talking to them. Just interacting with them is enough in this case. Mantids on the moon. That's about to go away, so we won't worry about that right now. Dreaming spirit. Was it truly so long ago? I have a feeling some of these are not going to be so pleasant. Forlorn spirit especially, I'm expecting a fight from. We were happy, at peace with the star. We nurtured it, helped it grow with our will, with our creations. Oh, never mind. Are we going to eventually get to a raging spirit? What is this area? The drowning bland? I can't see just yet with the quest marker in the way. Is this a road? This is just so alien, this place, and it's wonderful. The art design, somber spirit. We were the stars beating heart, its life. Every soul a drop of blood flowing through its veins. Souls for the soul god. To live, to learn, to create, to make better. The star flourished, as did we. Do you remember? Not really. Just do you remember and fades away. This is... Again, this place is nailing eerie. As the whispers die, the final spirit fades. No shadows of times long lost remain around the drowning brand. What's the brand? So the brand is this... What the fuck? What is Alasa Opso doing here on the moon? What a good doggo. Oh my god, this is a great doggo. Shake, shake, shake. An unusually lustrous dog is gazing at you with what seems to be fond anticipation. Yes, let me pet you. No, don't run away. It appears to be waiting for you to follow it. So the drowning... Oh my god, this is just such a good doggo. Before I go here, the drowning brand... So what actually is the drowning brand then? So the brand has got to be this mark sealing a Zodiark in, this thing kind of all around the outskirts of this image of Zodiark anyway. What's it drowning in? Is it drowning in spirits? I don't know. Tears? I mean, we've heard everything is, you know, the sea of lament, the something of tears, the, what was that, lacrima? Passage of, I actually don't remember a sentence, I'm going to go with passage for now. The passage of tears. So maybe it's just drowning in sorrow. Follow the lustrous dog and try not to fall behind. This is the greatest video game ever. Go, lustrous dog. I'm with you. That's a Lhasa Apso, right? That's what it's based on. I don't know dogs that well, but I think that's what it is. Whoa! I didn't even notice the rings circling around the image of Zodiark. The projection of Zodiark. What is this lustrous dog? I mean, the light thing makes me think that it's something Hydaelyn related. Valus vulneris. Valley of Wounds? I don't know. I'm guessing on... Again, my Latin is super rusty. Alright, so the pupper's leading us down into a cave. Into the numbing brand. So we're at the drowning brand before, and now it's the numbing brand. Got a carbuncle there? Is that a player's carbuncle? So where was the player? And then the crushing brand. Southern Mari Lamentorum. Zodiark is... He looks like he's in pieces there. Like it's not... It may just be the projection, but it doesn't look like he's a full being. Maybe because he's not rejoined? I assume that was more of a theoretical thing. The dog silently regards the spirit that lurks near the brand. Perhaps the dog will let you pet it once you have dealt with the lingering spirit. I will deal with the lingering spirit immediately now. We have to pet it as soon as possible. Temperamental spirit. We in the star were fulfilled. Wanted for naught, mourned for naught. So why? Why did it have to end? Lashes out. Lingering grief. Ah, poor guy. Poor ancient. I can't stop looking at this thing. It's like a vague shape. Are those wings? Is it hunched over? It looks like it's bending over. Like, is that like its waist down to the left as I look at that sword hilt? Is that like its waist? I don't know. Temperamental spirit. The final days taught us to fear a death forced upon us. The final days taught us to fear a death forced upon us. So, was the temperamental spirit sacrificed unwillingly then? The injustice of duties and dreams left unfulfilled, the grief of unexpected partings. I guess now that you mention it, now that the spirit mentions it, Emmett Selk did say that people lived for were nigh on immortal. Was this their first dealing with death? That had to be traumatic as hell. Nothing prepared them for it. Swift as darkness, cold as ash. Such tragedy, yet no catharsis. Such truth, yet no consolation. No, that couldn't have been their first experience with death. Maybe they meant nigh on immortal, like, by natural means. I don't know. As the whispers die, the spirit fades. All is silent and still around the numbing brand. So, wait. Numbing, drowning, biting, striking, searing, crushing. So there's 6 of them. Or the brand is a brand. Oh, that's right. A brand is like an ancient, not ancient, but it's an archaic term for a sword. The brand isn't the mark on the ground. The brand is the sword itself. This is the numbing brand. Each brand probably has a purpose in trapping it. One is drowning him. One's biting him. One's striking him. That sort of thing. Gotcha. All right, now we can pet the dog. No reaction. What kind of dog is this? The lustrous dog is once again staring at you expectantly. And who are you to deny it? Follow and try not to fall behind. Lead on, beauty. Just, it's so untextured. I mean, it's not untextured. It's just so empty and it's not monotone. There's like purples and whites, and it's alien is really the best term I could come up with. It's just the palette is so unlike what I'm used to seeing in things. All right, where are you leading me, doggo? The next brand? Maybe the dog just wants to play. Maybe we're just running. Maybe we're just. She just wants to play. Good you go, girl. Okay, so we got Slender Man over here. Luna Tender. These are moon versions of the cactuars. Oh my goodness. The dog silently regards the shadow that lurks near the brand. The dog continues to focus on the shadow as if to say, stop petting me and get on with it. Please. Oh, fine. Let me take a look at the Luna Tender, though. It has a single flower on top of its head. I wonder, is that flower the mood flower that... La Vie en Epines. La Vie en... Oh, that's like... Oh my god. That's like the... What's that? La Vie en Rose, but instead of being in rose, it's in spines. That's fantastic. Is this the... I never remember the moon flower, the mood flower. Does it have one of those on its head? Alright, let's talk to the anguished spirit. So we can get back to petting the dog. So it's at the crushing brand. Our perfection came crumbling down. Such overwhelming despair. In that moment we knew the end was nigh. The faintest glimmer of hope remained. We gave our lives that others may live. We gave ourselves to Zodiark. How do you feel about it now? Zodiark, our Lord and Savior. I guess you're tempered, so... Entreating spirit. Supplicating spirit to forge our world anew. Yeah, you knew what you were getting into. And I can't say it was the wrong move. I mean, what else are you going to do? Just let the apocalypse happen? Lamenting spirit, to live and love again. Become one with the star, dutiful spirit. Anguished spirit, fill earth and heaven with life, birth paradise where fear is distant memory. It really seems like, because there's a certain point where I don't know when the stopping point is. For me, the stopping point has to be once. Because, alright, you summon Zodiark, you sacrifice half your number to save the star. Fine. The planet's poisoned, though. Everything's dying. You sacrifice another half to bring it back. Fine. All that's fine. Until you... All that is about preserving life. But then you start sacrificing yourselves for necromancy to bring back the dead and to... Or that was the plan, at least, for the aaaands, and that's where it seems to go a bit off the rails for me. God, this is... They're not threatening, they're just there. Am I going to get an echo? No. What do you want? Pardon me, but would you be so kind as to step aside? So they can all see this other aaaand, or this other ancient one. Maybe it's another ghost? It's not the Watcher, is it? I think it would say just the Watcher there. Is it the dog? Hithlodius? Who is this? Familiar spirit. Ah, that unmistakable color, the soul of Azem. And I have to remember that if it is Hythlodius, this would be meeting for the first time, because that was just a projection. But not the friend I knew, I think. Nevertheless, you are you. So Emmett Silk meant for you to have it. Meant for me to have the crystal of Azem, and for me to have what? You seem surprised. Why might that be? Yeah, I don't think it knows that we've met before, even though it wasn't it that we actually met. We meet again, Hythlodaeus. You're the receptionist at the Bureau of the Secretariat, correct? No, I think it's Hythlodaeus. Again, Hythlodaeus. Again, I do not believe I have yet had the pleasure. Yeah, sorry about that. It's got to be a little bit weird for you. Hythlodaeus. Emmett Selk created a shade in my likeness, and not only me, but all of Amarat. Yes, he did. How very like him. Slave to sentiment, even after an eternity. Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm not surprised. As you may have guessed, I am different from the shade you met before. No mere approximation, but the original. A soul sacrificed to Zodiark. We remember in vivid detail the events leading to our purgatory. The plans and plots for our resurrection, Heidelin's intervention and Zodiark's, and the star's final fate. And then we drifted in a waking dream, our minds steeped in fog, until you came. So you haven't seen Fandaniel yet, or Zenos. Not like you would know them. I wonder who Zenos was pre-sundering, if he was anyone, like, notable. I know not what you and your friends intend for Zodiark, or the future of this star. Nevertheless, in you I place my trust and faith. In you I choose to believe as Emmett Selk did. Ququshu, I choose you. Believe in yourself, and all will be well. I hope so. Uh-oh, Asian music. Wait, did that just break? Did one of the brands just break? More new arrivals, though. Ah, Fandaniel, that color I know. How do you know Fandaniel? Is it because once a new soul, even if you didn't know it unsundered? No, I guess that makes sense. No, because, never mind. Fandaniel, I guess we can assume that aaaand was like a split of one of the original Fandaniels, the way that I am a split of Azem. And another I do not, an unfamiliar yet fearsome being. So when an Asian calls something a fearsome, when an ancient one rather calls something a fearsome being, that's not great. High praise for Zenos, but I have kept you from your duty. By way of apology, I will ensure that the shades hinder you no more. Thank you. Protect the final brand. They're really coming to it quickly, aren't they? Again, this expansion is moving very quickly in a way I really like. It does not fuck around. Like, they didn't have Fandaniel, and it makes sense, because Fandaniel is not one to... He's not an Emmett Selker and Elidibus who's making these eons-long plans. He's like, all right, we're going to wake up Zodiark. Let's do it now. Ah, shit, it didn't work. One of the brands is still there. Let's go break it right now. He's not impatient, but he certainly moves quicker. He doesn't have that same sense of eternity around him. And I see that as really strong characterization for Fandaniel, personally. Alright, where are we going now? I'm going to go to that fate. I know that... Oh God, do I do the fate? No, I'm not going to do the fate. I'm actually just going to do the lustrous dog. The martyr. I keep wanting to keep going. I can always come back to fates, but I really just want to see what's next before I log off today. The martyr. Something has raised the lustrous dog's hackles. The dog growls, agitated. We must project... Try having it let slip the dog of war. That's you, by the way. No! This dog must be protected. I don't care if this dog can shoot lasers out of its butt. Look at its happy little face. We're not... We must protect the brand. Come on, boy. The dog nudges you with its nose. You get the feeling it wants to hop on? Oh, it wants you to hop on. I thought the dog wanted me to give it a ride. Okay. Ride the dog. Yes, let's ride the dog. With a powerful leap, the dog takes flight. This is glorious. This is utterly glorious. Discover a new location. What did we discover? Where are we even? The Searing brand is what we discovered. Southern Marlamatorum. Where are we going? Is this... Oh, this must be the remaining brand. The striking brand is the only remaining one. So how do they break it, though? Do they just hit it a bunch? Oh, by a bunch, I mean once, because it's Zenos. Holy shit. Again, I was expecting protecting the brand to be like a multi-level quest line, but nope. It's just like, nope, we're breaking it.
To savor the crowning triumph. Unbound and free at last. Arise, Zodiark!
No. No, I don't think so. Wait. Wait, seriously? The pit of hell? Okay. And Zenos wants to go all...
Deprived of heart and will by the loss of dearest Elidibus. A creature of pure instinct, wanting for guidance.
So I was asking before, what does he think? And apparently the answer is not much right now.
Oh, so powerful. More so with every passing moment.
So he doesn't have a will, he doesn't have a heart. He's just instinct at this point, which is probably enough for Fandaniel's purposes.
Such potential. Even in this incomplete state. Still the savior who delivered a world from certain doom.
So, here we stand.
Here we stand.
You know my intent. Consume the god, then the world. Stoke your fury to a raging inferno, and dance among the ashes.
You are pretty straightforward in your intent. I appreciate that. I really do.
Me here now. A lesser but welcome amusement.
I guess I'm down, yeah.
Yes. A taste to whet the appetite.
A bit of combat foreplay. I don't think we're gonna get a fight right now. I'd be surprised if we do.
Sorry to spoil the moment.
Yeah.
But might I ask that you postpone the slaughter until I've said my piece? I promise I will be brief.
What are you... So here's the thing. I don't think we're going to team up with Zenos, but I do think that Zenos is going to turn on Fandaniel or vice versa, because we know Zenos' plot with Zenos' goals. I think those are different from Fandaniel's goals.
Do you remember when I told you that I wanted to die and take everyone with me? I meant it.
Because that would make it seem like that goal lines up very well with Zenos' plan. But I still think this is different. Wait, what? Wait, what? Are you trying to become Zenos' heart? Are you sacrificing yourself to give him a heart? To become his puppet master? To become his will? What the fuck? Again, I thought this would happen 5 levels from now. Level 90, Zodiark's about to wake up and we have to stop him before he's too late. What the... We are the savior. Sorry for a brief cut there. We are the guardian, the keeper of natural order. That was the face we saw when Emmett Selk first began the comeback after the Hades fight. We are...
Such lofty aspirations! And what sweet irony that the world's saviors will become the agents of its destruction!
Yeah, he is not Team Ascian. He is like betraying everything the Ascians want. We must return and be made whole. Are we gonna have to try to... We are the will of the star, now and forever. But wait, now Fandaniel's trying to usurp that? For the greater good, for the sake of the world.
Wrong! Lies and delusion! The dead have no power over me. You will be silent. Silent as the grave!
He's proofing him. It's a really good laugh, by the way. No more, we beg of you. The star must endure. Yeah, their belief in the star was different from mine. Like, they wanted, like, their 72 people alive, and I wanted the billions of other people that had since come. But they still wanted to preserve the star. Fandaniel is not about that star-preserving life, though.
Believe and walk in faith. Let the light of your soul shine for all to see.
Is this Emmett Selk? I'm bad with voices. Apologies if this is like clearly Momodi or someone else, but
Not quite the outcome you'd imagined, but a fitting one nonetheless.
Is this the Heidelin that
Don't
we
you
saw
think so,
before?
Hades?
Wait, what? Who was that? Don't you think so, Hades? Was... What?
All I craved and more. Boundless power. Mine to command.
What is happening right now? So this is Zodiark puppeted by Fandaniel. So those are wings, I think. What is happening?
I had intended to pit my fractured divinity against Zenos, but a more tempting option presents itself.
So you intended to get here, and then before Zenos could drink of Zodiark, you would take over Zodiark and just squash Zenos and do the apocalypsing yourself. Again, I'm assuming this is... It says Zodiark. I'm assuming this is just Zodiark's meat suit, that this is basically Fandaniel.
The greatest obstacle to my ambition. You will trouble me no longer.
Pigeon, what's going on here? What the fresh hell is happening? The dark... We're getting a fucking Zodiark trial at level 84 or whatever? Are you kidding me? We have ridden the lustrous dog. Yes, we have. What level is this quest? 83! This music! I can't... I don't... That's going to be it for me. Thank you for watching. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.